October greetings, my spooky friends. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Norm says hello. I wanted you to see in some darker lighting what all of these votives lit up look like. Kind of fun to get a look like that, but you would not believe how many different lights I've tried in the house here. It's very tricky. No matter what I tried, it was too bright, too dark, using different settings on 2 different phones. It's really been tricky. This is actually my second attempt. I started this video last night. It is now the next morning. I couldn't use what I did last night because I put on a very fun Halloween ambiance video on our television over there, but it created nothing but a bluish gray glare. You couldn't see the pretty oranges in it or gray. It just turned to blue. So I was very, very frustrated, and I have to start over early the next morning. But I think this will work. I wanted you to see something fun starting out. And then we'll use just some better lighting so you can see everything. Let's try this lighting now. It's bright enough where you can see things a little better. I have a couple of old tablecloths that have been shown in our previous Halloween dining room videos, and I didn't want to use them again, so I went on Amazon a week or so ago. So the first one I picked out was the checkered one. I don't know if that's still considered buffalo plaid. Comes in all different color combinations, but this was considered the orange and black. It is just a very light polyester tablecloth, so it was very inexpensive. But I wanted something plain, fairly plain, because I did look at all of the Halloween tablecloths out there, and yes, they're very fun, but they're very loud. You know, they're made, I think, for parties where you really want to have a lot of decoration. You get a lot of punch out of a crazy wild tablecloth. For kids too, it's just too busy. They were all too busy. I wanted something a little classier, and I did see a lot of tablecloths that maybe were quieter, but they had spiders on them. And I just was so thrilled to find this one that is all metallic thread and no spiders. Yes, I confess, I did steal 2 bell decorative orange spiders from the front entrance because I just thought it needed something a little more, and it obviously goes with the theme of this square tablecloth. I was very happy to find this, very inexpensive. It is 52 by 52. So I hope you like that look. So let's talk about the vase that I just found a couple days ago. We decided to go to a town not too far from us, maybe it was about an hour drive, to Howard Lake, Minnesota, to an antique shop that we have not been to for, I'd say, over 2 years. But I ended up picking out this vase, and I remembered seeing it over 2 years ago. So that was kind of funny. It is black and gold with some white, bubbly looking drip on it. I will turn the camera light on so you'll be able to see that better. It is 23 karat gold. The bottom is stamped, and I think it said Schaefer. I should have written that down before I filled it full of beans and foliage. But anyways, yeah, it was marked $12. And I thought, wow, that's really reasonable for a vintage vase with all that gold on it. There is some wear on the handles, but that's to be expected, especially if this is vintage. It had a sticker on the back that got me even more excited. It said 20% off. That was a real deal. Probably under $10. Maybe, yeah, under $10. So that was very fun to find. I thought right away, I'm going to put that on the dining table. So I've had these milk glass, black milk glass candle holders since Norm and I got married. We're talking 50, going on 54 years here. So let's look at this crazy vase close up with the light on. That is very, very bright, but you can see that it is kind of unusual drip. It's kind of bubbly looking, not your typical smooth paint. I don't know how they would get that effect, but it is a white, so of course then that comes across as more of a gray tone. So I thought it would be spooky appropriate for the table. I hope you like that too. Let's go over and look at some of the fun hobbyist pieces that I've thrifted over many years, and quite a few this year, along with wonderful gifts from our friend Donna Rainwater. Quite a few are over there. She really spoiled us. Such fun hobbyist pieces by Marla. I decided to put away my brother's lovely set of ironstone that I have had for a couple years now. I've been showing that in my dining room videos, and put in all the fall colored and yellow. Definitely wanted to bring up the rust colors, the caramel colors, brown. So I've been the one that's purchased more of the Thanksgiving shades. My brother had a lot of the yellow or just plain kind of a golden orange ones, and he had a lot of those, so he gave me all of that too. So I was very grateful. I use a lot of that typically out in the kitchen for Halloween, which you'll see. But a lot of these are ones that I've used for Thanksgiving. And it was fun to add a couple of ceramic pumpkin votives that I've had for many years. Thrifted those too. So some of those casseroles over there, I just love. They have the pretty gold on them. The top one, that's kind of a greenish yellow, the oval casseroles. And then the bottom two, they have a gold pattern on them. And that, of course, the plain one with the white is your butterfly gold pattern, so popular. And there's a gold one too, the second one from the bottom in the smaller round casseroles. So I probably am the one, I'm pretty sure, that purchased those many years ago. I always looked for really good good prices. I wanted to show you that these fun bird mugs that also have red bottoms for a cardinal and green ones, a soft green, I can't remember the bird, and a soft turquoise color. I think that's all. Green, red, and turquoise ones I'm not using. But I had found enough sets over the years, very reasonable, so cheap. So I think I ended up with like 3 sets. And I can only get so many on this shelf here, but I think that is very fun for fall. And of course, I've mentioned that I've used the other fun colors for Easter. So this is what I've had fun doing inside the hutch. I don't have the glass open, so I hope it'll be okay. Last year, I did show you, and probably the year before, I've had the Joanna Parker couple of mugs. There's one on my right side over there, and then this cat one. Those are the only 2 Joanna Parker items I have. I purchased them in a candy store several years back, and I didn't even know anything about her. So I wasn't looking to collect her items. They're beautiful and very fun, very well made, and I do love seeing them, but they're very expensive, and I love to thrift things as much as possible. So I did thrift the adorable 2 scarecrows I have. I've shown them every year for maybe several Halloweens now. This might be the 3rd Halloween that you've seen them. But they're just so fun. They're completely different, and it took several years to find the second one. This guy over here has got his hands down and his head tilted more. This guy over here has got a hand up. Yeah, they're so cute. They're adorable sitting next to each other. But I did thrift a very big pumpkin this year with a large green handle. And that's what the handle looks like. And I also thrifted the plates that are just old. I have quite a few Frigies. So I had 2 of each of these colors and thought it would be fun to prop those things up and back so I would have room down in front to put some owl salt and pepper shakers. So I don't know if I've shown you the ones on the left yet. I found them early this year or late last year. I honestly don't remember. That's an Avon cat I have shown you before. And these I've had for many years. They were in my owl bedroom. The green ones are a new purchase, and I think I may have got those at Wild Vintage Collective. And this is a thrifted cat that was beige. Norm painted it for me, spray painted, and I put on some fish eyes for lures that I have told you about in the past, that I've used them on some little cat figurines that Norm spray painted. Now I just purchased these, and I'm not real sure again where I got those. Norm and I have so much fun. We do go to a lot of antique stores, and it just all becomes a blur to me. If I was younger, I'd probably remember better where I found some of these items, but it was a really good price. I think it might have been $12, and they are German. Yeah, from Germany. They're stamped on the bottom. So sweet. Oh, but I should tell you what's really funny though. One of them did not have black feet. Yeah, one of them just didn't have any black paint down there, and I didn't notice it when I was buying it, but I thought, well, I can fix that. So I painted the feet black, and it's probably the one on the right. Yeah, so they match now. I think they're fun, very cute. So that's the other Joanna Parker mug that a lot of you must be very familiar with. So cute. And this one we just thrifted. We found it, I think, at an antique mall, but it was really, really reasonable. So we were very happy to see that. It is from, we had all of the googly eye ones. They were very big mugs. That was the smallest of them. But we had some really big ones many years ago when they first came out. We used to love going to Department 56 store at the Mall of America because Norm was, you know, putting together that Department 56 Halloween town scene. So, yeah, he really had fun doing that. So I did sell all my other googly eye mugs, but then when I saw this again, I thought, well, he was the most fun one of the ones that we had, and I do love jack-o'-lanterns, so he's a spooky jack-o'-lantern, but I really like him. So Norm thought it was great that we ran across it. I think it was in Hutchinson, Minnesota, just last month. So this is a little different. The pumpkin I have shown in previous years, but the owls are new. They're fairly simple. I honestly don't know their age, but I thought they looked plenty good enough to me. I was very happy to purchase those. Can't remember where, but this might have been from maybe an antique mall, I don't know, but I love that little black and white owl, and I did show you that last year. But this I just purchased. It was where? I don't remember. But I liked him, and he may have been a hobbyist one, I don't know. But I thought he was pretty fun to add, because he's so small. So he worked really well up here. They're smaller than the salt and peppers. So I did show you this was a thrifted pumpkin jack-o'-lantern salt or pepper single that I found at the thrift store. I found this very old occupied Japan owl vase years ago. I have shared it with you many times. I just love it. He's such a cranky looking owl. But that was a shock to find. I think it was maybe $3.99 at the Goodwill many years ago. It wasn't much, and it was just very shocking. Very simple, new little jack-o'-lantern I couldn't resist from the thrift store. And I've had these maybe for a year. I know I started looking for the little googly-eyed ones too. Anything in the browns I've been looking for in owls for a couple years now, so I do have more of those types of things. Japan with the funny googly eyes and that, they're so cute, in the kitchen. So I'll be showing you those. Up here, I think I'm going to turn this light out. It's much nicer looking. These two, one on each end, again, are from our wonderful, sweet friend, Donna Rainwater. I showed you the cute little pumpkins in our last video that were all done by Marla, her sister-in-law. And she did such a nice job on these. I did a video of one. It's in such good shape, the top fuzzy part of the spider. It's just really in good shape. I did a little YouTube short of someone who did one of these crazy molds, and it wasn't anywhere near as nice, I think, as what Marla did. Even the tiny little shoelace is just amazing. So they don't light up, but that's okay. I have this Scarecrow couple that the hats come off of, and you can put a nice little votive in them. So I have shared those. This may be the third Halloween, might be. It's been a while since I found those, and they may have been from Hutchinson, Minnesota too. And this is so funny. I ended up with 2 of these from Donna that Marla did, and they are so cute. Now this one has a round top that I used just this little spiky succulent in it. I think he's very fun. But the other one I put out on the kitchen window ledge, and it is shaped different on the top. But I love them both. Thank you again, Donna. They're just wonderful. This is a guy. He's got just a twine bow and a little green patch. She has a flower on her hat and a bigger flower on her neck. And blonder looking hair. It almost looks like, maybe, I don't know. It's supposed to be straw, I'm sure, but I do love those. And so here's the other one, just as cute. So here's what they look like. That is such a fun matching color, you know. That's what's really neat. I like that real kind of old drabber color. I'm just as in love with the bright colored oranges too, but let's go look at this creepy one. Now, Donna sent these 2 pumpkin planters where the other one is orange. But I decided it would be fun to show you the green one. Comes with warts and all. So I just put some Halloween colored plastic foliage, of course, my favorite, in him. So he was a riot. Thank you again, Donna. It's just been so fun having these new additions. Now, this I found last year or the year before. I honestly can't remember, but Norm did spray paint it with the Rust-Oleum crystal clear coat because it was a dull finish, and I just thought it would be really fun to give it a little bit of shine. It does work to just put a votive, battery votive underneath it because it's all open. But aren't they cute? So I did show these to you last year again, but it is one of my favorite pieces. I don't recall the date on the bottom. It could be 80s that somebody did that. So this is a newly thrifted pumpkin set on the bottom. I thought the bottom was kind of odd being so much white on it. I don't know if they were meant to be rocks or what, but it is a very pale piece. The greenery on top is pale, but it had an adorable face, and I found it irresistible. So I did thrift that piece at Goodwill. I've had this guy for a long time, and he doesn't light up. I can't get anything underneath him. It's just too small, but he is adorable. Now, the middle one I thrifted recently, so it's a new sweet little one this year. You saw it in a video, a YouTube short. And these 2 are, again, from Donna. Now, I believe this is a girl ghost, and the other one meant to be more the boy ghost. Look at those eyelashes. So it does come with a lid for the jack-o'-lantern, but I took the lid off just because I wanted to have a light in it right now. So you can see the eyelashes are not there on this pumpkin, so it looks more like a guy. And he doesn't have such big ones either. She does. Yeah. So those again, painted by Marla and gifted by Donna. Thank you, thank you. They are just adorable. I wanted you to see the top pieces that go on these jack-o'-lanterns and ghost figurines. They're very nice, but I thought it would be fun to show you with the votive blinking in them first. They're really cute. I showed you the little thrifted trick-or-treat bag last year. It is fun to put a little light in it. It is going, but a little hard to see, too bright a light out here. I found the one on the left this year too. Not overly exciting, but it's cute. It's a small one. And I did find that at a thrift store. Had this ghost in the middle for several years now. He's kind of hard to part with. Well done, hobbyist piece. Now these, I may have had the cat on the right, but this one is new, and these two are new this year. I kept finding at Goodwill, I kept finding the crazy cats. They don't light up. Sorry that I'm shading myself with the phone. The phone is actually doing that because the light's up above behind me. But isn't that funny? Yeah, they're very cutesy, I know, but I don't do really spooky, creepy Halloween. Norm likes some of that, but I really get a kick out of these hobbyist pieces. And they are very sweet, and I love cats. Now, there was, I don't know, shiny, orangey maybe, what do you call that, fake grass for Easter inside the belly, but not much of it. And I had the green, which is much tinier and softer. I don't know what to put inside of her because it's unfinished. Kind of strange. I probably, when I get time, I may carefully paint the inside with flat paint of the pumpkin, and then you could probably put some tiny little thing in there, whatever, who knows, a bug. It would be funny. I don't know why it's open. I don't think I can get a votive in there. That's just it. So it's very strange. It's like a costume. Don't you think she's wearing a costume? That's what I think. But I thought she was cute. She's got this big hat on. It's not pointy, but yeah, she's wearing the pumpkin. So that's another hobbyist piece, but these two are really cute. My sister would get a kick out of all these black cats. I know she likes really all black cats, but she did have a tuxedo cat too for a while. So I've had this for quite a few years now, and it's easy to put a votive in her. That was a fun surprise from Goodwill. Both of these are thrifted. Bibles for Missions too. Many things I've found it over the years at Bibles for Missions. Yes, it is the same mold, except this guy's got a pumpkin alongside of him. But you see that little scarecrow every once in a while, and they're all different. People painted them all different. I'm assuming it's a hobbyist item, but I do think they're very fun. Now these are also from Donna. Aren't these a riot? Now, I believe these would be considered gnomes. This big guy with the long beard almost makes you think of a, I can't think of it. But I'm going to consider them gnomes. I just think they're adorable. She did a really, really nice job on these too. Marla did. So that was really a special edition. They are really different than your usual Halloween things, right? She did a great job on their hats. That's so cute. I have something new up here. I bet you could figure out what this is. I found it for $11 in Osceola, Wisconsin, at an antique mall there just a few weeks ago. So it's pretty open on the sides. So if you figured out what that would be, I've never seen one of these before. I thought it was very fun to add to my wall. I had a tiny little single metal shelf up there that was just like this, only half that size, even less than half that size, up there, and I decided I would love to have this up there and be able to stick a little bit of greenery in it. It's a letter holder, so you do hang it on the wall. It's in very good condition, so I hope you like that for something different. Kind of a fun idea if you want to just put some greenery in something and use it for a wall pocket. A little tricky, of course, to not have your stems falling out the bottom, but I have bent stems, so they are not sharp, they're bent up, so they're curled on the bottom and they're staying in there very nice. So I've shown you this crazy guy before. I had to put something white there. I just found this candle holder too, maybe Hutchinson, a little wrought iron one, and I couldn't resist it. It just was just a little creepy. I thought it was fun. I really was happy to find that, and it was very reasonable. I can't remember what it was, but not much. I don't think things like that are very popular, to tell you the truth. Only crazy Peggy likes things like that. So what I have had so much fun looking for this fall, beyond adorable hobbyist jack-o'-lanterns, is these apothecaries or candy canisters if they look nice. I prefer the apothecaries with the beautiful pointy finials tops on them. So they are old and you can find them in thrift stores. I was very fortunate to find that one in a thrift store, but I confess I was not doing so well finding more. But in Spicer, Minnesota, I found this one, I believe, on the left, and then we went to Paynesville, Minnesota, and I found another one, very tall. So I have some very fun Halloween gumdrops in here. They're by Bubble. Is it Double Bubble? I don't know who's famous for gumballs, but it's, you know, your typical bag of Halloween candy, but they all have different names. And there's spooky eyes on the white, and the black is, I don't know, I can't remember, but they're all very fun and pretty tasty for a typical gumball. But I thought that was great. I decided not to take them out of the papers because I may use them for Halloween candy to give out. Oh, by the way, that's Dove chocolate candies. Very good. My favorite, dark chocolate. I could not believe those little pumpkin-like gourd little critters. They are adorable, and they were also from Donna. Oh, so sweet. Thank you to Marla and thank you to Donna. I just love them, the one on the right and the left. They are such a stitch. Didn't she do a nice job? I have never seen those before. Have you? Well, I haven't. Norm thought they were really funny too. And I just found this at an antique mall. I think it was at Rogers. Yeah, up the highway from us. Antique Mall of Rogers, Minnesota. Isn't that adorable? That's so cute. I could not leave that one behind. One tooth. So sweet. So that was very happy. All of those, very happy additions. Now down here, I did decide to bring up my $5 beautiful, what do you call those? Soup tureen. I haven't said that term for a long time. I don't have too many soup tureens. I think I have a couple. But it was only $5 at the Hickston Schoolhouse several years ago. And it is by Maurice of California. I just think that is so Halloweenish. I just couldn't resist showing it to you again. And I did thrift the really neat curly, another one like that, candle holder, very curly wrought iron warmer plate. So I showed that to you last year. I thought that was a very fun addition. Doesn't show up very well in my cart here, but, and you've also seen my maybe $2.99, this great big, almost baby looking Hobbyist piece from St. Croix Falls. And I just thrifted this really pretty tall carnival glass. I can't prove whether it's new or old, but it looks old to me. It has beautiful color, and I found it in, I think it was at the Goodwill. Just one, unfortunately, but that's okay, because I have two small ones. So I don't even know if I've shown you this jack-o'-lantern before. It's a little different. Somebody put blackened cheeks on it. It's a very nice one. So it wouldn't have shown too well if I hadn't propped it up on the candlestick. So that's kind of fun to add to the soup tureen instead of it being all by itself. I did decide to take away that large West Bend crazy flowered yellow and bright green and orange coffee pot, great big 30-cup coffee maker that I've had down there for at least 2 or more years now. I wanted to bring up more of the fall colored large oval casseroles, Pyrex casseroles. So I'm really enjoying looking at the Pyrex up here for a change. And I hope you like that too. Now, I don't think I have anything left over here. I just bought a sheet of gels, little gel clings. They were all bats, and some of them were red, which I didn't care for, just a couple little red ones. Yeah, they'd be cute all put together, but I just decided to use the orange ones with a few black ones that there were. The black ones were pretty big, so they were the biggest ones, and then all the others bright limey green, orange, and a couple of the red ones. But they're always fun. They stick really well. So I hope you've gotten a kick out of some more cutesy Halloween things, but I guess that's just my taste. Not really into gory, creepy. No. I just am drawn to these type of things.
Oh man, Peg, I just finished making the coffee. I'm getting ready to go to bed and come up to be with you, and there's something going on outside.
Uh-oh.
It looks like an awful lot of ghosts.
They're trying to get in.
Yeah, looks like they're swarming the house. Oh man.
They're friendly.
I think we better get up and get under the covers and pull it up over our heads.
I think they're friendly.
Well, they're white, but then all ghosts are white.
They just want to come in here
Where it's warm.
warm and fun.
Yeah, maybe because it's warmer. I don't know, we'll see, but this one particular one there, he's coming right by the middle of the window every doggone time. He's knocking on the pane thinking, I gotta get in there. I'm coming upstairs, honey.
Okay.
Okay.
Better not let them see you.
Yeah.